Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and we finally have a deck in the meta without the Witch and without the Elixir Golem. Unfortunately, we still have the Wall Breakers because you need one of those 3 OP cards in the deck, and we have so many counters to that Elixir Golem Sparky deck that I personally hate playing against right now in the meta more than anything in the entire world. We have the Royal Recruits to soak up shots, we have the Goblin Cage to soak up shots, and we also have a Valkyrie that can soak up 1 Sparky shot as well. So let's go assert some dominance against some dirty Elixir Golem Sparky users. So with this deck, I prefer to go and cycle my Snowball to open up the game, and we'll see what our opponent responds with. If he drops something in the back, we'll probably go for a Valkyrie same lane, but he's not going to, so we're just going to go for a Valkyrie in the back anyway. And now if he spams me, we have the Goblin Cage. Okay, so since we see the Sparky, we immediately assume this is going to be the very obnoxious Elixir Golem, Sparky, Fisherman, Baby Dragon deck. Well, instead of the traditional Electro Wizard, he's going to have Electro Dragon instead. We still get a connection onto the tower, and that's a lot of damage. So now I feel comfortable going for my Royal Recruits at the river to combat the Sparky. I think that's going to be our best way of dealing with it. The Goblin Cage will act... you know what? We can just go Bats. The Goblin Cage is going to stay alive because it does not kill the Goblin Brawler as well, and we get counter push. So that's worth it as well. Your opponent's running a dirty Sparky deck. Make sure that you use the Goblin Cage or the Royal Recruits in every single situation, and then you'll get great counter push after. So we see Executioner as well. I'm just ready for the Elixir Blob. Where is the Elixir Golem, man? You have to be running it in this deck. There's no reason for you to not be running that card right now. So yeah, Night Witch in the back. He's going to go for the Elixir Golem soon, so we have to rev up in preparation with the Goblin Cage here. We will be able to kill his Executioner quite easily. And then the Bats are just going to be flown into oblivion. They're not really going to do anything. Yep, there's the Elixir Golem as anticipated. So we have to go in for our Poison, and then we're going to go in for the Valkyrie, actually, because that's going to go and hit the Goblin Cage. The Goblin Cage pops, and then we get great counter push. And this is how you want to play this matchup. You want to wait for the Goblin Cage to get hit by the Sparky if you don't have enough Elixir for the Recruits. And yeah, that's what happened for us. We're just going to be able to get a ton of damage with our Wall Breakers on the left-hand side. Maybe the Miner's even able to take out the tower. Go for Bats here. I fully expect him to go in for an Elixir Golem. Very skillless card soon. Totally am anticipating it, man. Where's your Elixir Golem? This is the one deck in the game that I actually feel that can beat the Elixir Golem Sparky decks, and that's specifically because it hard counters it. It doesn't really make too much sense in most other metas, but it makes a lot of sense in this meta. If you guys hate playing against Elixir Golem Sparky, this is the deck for you. This guy just rage quit because there's nothing he could do. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. Hopefully this deck gets nerfed soon so I don't have to play against it anymore, because I'm sick and tired of playing against it. When I sauce out Wall Breakers to kick open this game, see what's up, see what's good. This guy is from the One Hive clan, and he's got a Witch and Log. Okay. So we see Witch and Log, you already know what's up. It's going to be Sparky. It's going to be the Elixir Golem. And this is the deck that we designed the deck to destroy. Well, we didn't design it, but this deck is designed to destroy it. We will make some amazing counter push right now. He's overcommitted with the Poison. He's an absolute savage. And we can apply a ton of aggression with our Royal Recruits at the river. So guys, this is what's up. This is what's good. You spam your opponent to the death when they go in for an overcommittal like that. We can go for the Bats, we can go in for the Miner, and there's nothing he can do to stop us. He went in for his Elixir Golem at the river, we were able to easily destroy it with Goblin Cage, and then we got some amazing counter push. So this is what we like to see. This is how the deck should operate in most situations against Elixir Golem players, and then you just win the game and you move on to the next one. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. Want to sauce out a good luck here, and we'll see what's up. Let's go for Wall Breakers to open up this game, and we see a Knight. So it's probably going to be a control deck. Maybe it's going to be like Log Bait or something. In any event, I want to go for a Valkyrie right in the same lane as his Knight. And we're going to try to apply aggression if we see a Log out of cycle with our Recruits, but he hasn't really done that yet, so we can't. So he's going to go in for an Ice Wizard on offense, so I can't go for my Bats, unfortunately. It's kind of weird to see an Ice Wizard there, but for whatever reason, it's going to be really obnoxious. So in this situation, he's dropped a lot of Elixir. He's dropped Graveyard, which we were able to counter for a +1 Elixir trade, and he's dropped his Ice Wizard. He's dropped Baby Dragon, so I want to go for Bats on the left-hand side, because his Baby Dragon are not going to be able to bolster his defenses there, so he's forced to Tornado, and that's going to be a really bad interaction for him, because Bats are only 2 Elixirs, so that's pretty good for me. I want to go for a Valkyrie, so then we're able to go and kite the Baby Dragon, and then we're dropping it very low, so then this tower is going to be engaged a little bit quicker. If I drop it up higher, then the Baby Dragon doesn't have to move. Sometimes it moves down a little bit, so as you saw, the second tower got engaged a little bit quicker. Therefore, because it was shooting earlier, we got more damage on the Baby Dragon. Very important mechanic to rattle off if you guys can do that. I want to go for a goblin cage here. I don't want to go for my wall breakers right now. I want to wait for this goblin brawler to start punishing him on the other side of the map, so I can do some dual lane aggression, because that's way more meta scene than just dropping them out of sync. It seems really stupid to wait and be like, hey, I'm going to go drop my card right now offensively, and then while I'm having another push at you, I'll just throw things individually at you. It's like dissecting your giant Sparky push and dropping a Sparky individually. Be like, hey, counter this. Then go counter my giant. Drop the giant right after he counters the Sparky. It's just not how the game works at all. You always want to have cohesive offenses that make your opponent spend the most amount of elixir possible. Anyway, he's going to go for a poison, so we can't drop our bats there. We're going to drop the bats right on top of the baby dragon so that it doesn't immediately hit our tower. And this is really good for him, unfortunately. It's going to be a lot of damage on us, but we might be able to claw our way back with a miner and then go in for wall breakers with the Valkyrie. Since he's got Tombstone, we need to kill this Tombstone. I don't know if it's going to pop. I think one of the wall breakers will survive, and it will reach the tower. That's all we really needed. Since we poison on offense, we have to get ready for a very aggressive play on his end. So I'm going to go for my Valkyrie here. I'm going to get ready so then the baby dragon doesn't lock onto our tower. In fact, I want to go in for a goblin cage here, so then the baby dragon latches onto that, so then our Valkyrie is going to put in a ton of work. So I want to go for bats here so the baby dragon dies, hopefully. We're going to go in for a miner and the safe placement. And then I think we also go in for a poison as well, just to apply some more aggression. We just need to keep up the aggro so then we're able to win this game. He's going to go in for a baby dragon and graveyard again. So I just need to keep up the aggro, guys. We need his non-stop aggression. Going for our wall breakers, because if he goes in for a graveyard, then he doesn't have elixir to defend everything, and then we win the game. So yeah, GG, well played. Peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you. If you're able to apply aggression with wall breakers, it costs so much elixir, so they can't defend it. Go for bats in the back. We'll see what's up. We see an Ice Spirit, so let's go in for a Mire to kick off this game. So we see Skeletons and Ice Spirit. Is this going to be 2.9? He's got Ice Golem. Guys, this could actually be 2.9. What the heck? Someone's running 2.9 in this meta? Are they insane? With elixir golems everywhere? Oh, dude. You're wild. You're actually incredible. We're going to go in for wall breakers here. We're going to go in for a goblin cage. And then he's going to be super sad because we can just go for a Valkyrie and bats to shut down anything that he does with that Expo. Yeah, this is awesome. Really good matchup for us. 100% W. And it feels good. This is why you don't run 2.9 in the meta. It's just not a good deck. He didn't even get an ounce of damage. And then we can go for like a miner and then bats push on the right. Bait out a lot of elixir. And see what he even has for it. Like, to be honest, I don't think he has much. He's going to go for archers. They should probably just die to the bats as well. With the snowball, of course. And yeah, this is a brave soul trying to endeavor out into the world with his 2.9 Expo deck. In one of the harshest conditions. It's like going to a tsunami with a raincoat. Just being like, yeah, you know what, man? I'm going to endure this tsunami and I'm chilling. It's not going to work, dude. It's not going to work. So he's going to go for a fireball. And Ice Spirit's just going to get eviscerated. Not going to give him any value. Going to go jump for joy on top of a goblin that doesn't matter. Skeletons as well. So that's a lot of elixir he just casted. It's going to go hit our Valkyrie, so we're fine. Go and drop our row recruits. Make sure the Ice Golem pops, then we can go for bats. He's already used Fireball, so there's really no way for him to kill the bats, and then we can go for a miner to go tank for the bats, hopefully. Alright, so the archers do die. This is really cool. I hope he logs this, and then we can wall breakers after. He's gonna Fireball it. Even better, man. Even better. That's what I'm talking about. These are the real plays that we want to see. So then we see a log as well. Unfortunately, the Ice Golem is thick, man. Did you guys see how thick the Ice Golem was? He's like, wall breakers, you think you can break through? Not today, Jake. And we can start poisoning out the left-hand side, but this is what happens when you play siege decks in this meta. You just can't win. You literally can't win. So one of the best decks in the last meta is one of the worst decks right now. It actually loses against everything. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that he had the audacity to play this. We're going to go in for bats in the back, and we'll go in for a Valkyrie. Can even go in for like miner here and poison if we want to, assuming he's going to go drop a Tesla. I just didn't want to mess around. It doesn't matter if I hit the tower because I'm going on the other side anyway. So yeah, this is pretty cool stuff, man. Valkyrie's going to be able to kill those archers. And we're in a phenomenal spot moving forward. We're going to go in for our row recruits again because he's probably going to go in for a Expo, and he does. So let's just go and spam. Split our wall breakers so then he's not able to get log on either side. He's going to have to... Oh, wait. He didn't split. I meant to split them. They still connect to the Expo, though, somehow, some way. Man, that card is busted. I feel like Expo is just like, even on defense, you can't even keep it alive. That's crazy, man. We're going to go for a Valkyrie because we have so many tanks. Doesn't matter. go for a miner, going for a giant snowball, hitting the Expo to decay its points even further. And at this point, yeah, we're in a phenomenal spot because all we need is 2 more poisons and then the game's ours. So let's just go and cycle them right now because we can just do that. This is how the deck works. You cycle a whole bunch of tanks and they can't break through. So we're going to go for the Valkyrie opposite lane so it doesn't get pulled into this. You know what? We were trying to drop it opposite lane. It still got pulled into the junk, unfortunately. But we're able to go in for a miner, get 1 hit, and then poison him out and walk away with the W. The game really wasn't close at all. He's now getting his first ounce of damage, his first taste of blood, but it doesn't matter. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. I applaud you for running this deck in the harshest conditions ever. We're going to sauce out a good luck here, and we're going to see what's up. This guy's got goblins, so he's probably going to have Executioner. Probably going to be Executioner Valkyrie with either Rocket or... yeah, I don't know. He's probably going to have Rocket or Earthquake. Hog Rider? Yeah, so that's what it's going to be. Exactly what we expected as soon as we saw the goblins. It was pretty indicative of an Executioner Tornado deck with Hog Rider. So what I want to do is I want to go for a miner on the right-hand side, probably. You know what? He's used bats as well. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go in for row recruits because he's used log. We can go in for bats on the left-hand side. He's probably going to respond to the right. And we can just apply a lot of aggression. I don't think he's able to adequately deal with this. I don't think it's actually possible after dropping a log there and not having the correct card cycle. Yeah, it was just too tough for him. So sometimes you can row recruits at the river if your opponent goes in for a log. And if you have the right cards, there's nothing they can do to stop you. So we can go in for a Valkyrie. It should be able to hit everything. It's going to kill his Valkyrie. It's going to be able to kill the Hog Rider. And I don't even have to giant snowball because his goblins are just going to die anyway. So that Valkyrie was literally a gladiator in the arena, destroying everything. We can go in for wall breakers here, see if we can get a hit. It's going to Ice Spirit. I don't know if that's enough to stop everything. I don't think it is. Yeah, man. It's crazy. You just can't cost effectively counter the wall breakers at all. Even if you have like Skeletons or Ice Spirit, both of them need to be deployed together in tandem to counter this. So let's just go in for bats in the back. It's going to go for Executioner. As soon as we say Executioner and we know that he has the Tornado, we're going to go for the Miner in the back because if he tries to Tornado the Miner of the King Tower, then he's going to lose his tower anyway to the bats. So yeah, look at the bats. He just got so much damage. It's just like not a feasible play. You're not able to do it. So if your opponent is trying to Tornado the Miner of the King Tower and you go bats at the river, they're going to lose so much damage. It's one of my favorite plays to do, especially when their tower's at like 600 to 700 HP, as you guys just saw, because that's critical damage at this point. It's spell range now. So even if he activated King Tower, you can kind of just laugh in the back of your mind. Not at him, because that's rude. We don't BM out here. We're true sirs. That he just wasted 3 elixir, and then sure, he's activated King Tower, but King Tower for a 70 HP tower isn't so good, man. We're going to go for wall breakers, and we're going to go for a Valkyrie in the middle. He's going to Valkyrie as well, but as long as he doesn't have tower support, there's nothing he can do. He can go for... oh my gosh, look at how much damage we got on the Hog Rider. He went for a Hog Rider on defense, and it got eviscerated, destroyed, demolished, eaten alive, ransacked by those wall breakers, man. Didn't have a shred of HP after. That's so crazy to me. I can't believe that happened. Anyway, we can just go in for a Valkyrie here. If he's got Rocket, he could be able to take the tower with a log. Yeah, he could just take the tower now with a Rocket, but it takes 4 seconds for a Rocket to reach, so there's no way for him to do it. GG, well played, peace out, Girl Scout, and good luck in the rest of your Clash Royale endeavors.